You got a good one? Fish was all over that fly. I might have found the magic fly, guys. And they are literally coming unglued for that little tiny fly. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It's Cole and Jay, and today we've traveled to the nearest flowing trout stream available to us, which is the Little Red River. We're at JFK Park today, and we are going to be trying to catch some trout on the fly. Jay and I both brought fly rods exclusively. We got a backpack full of flies. We're not, the best fly fishermen for trout ever in the world. We don't really know exactly what they're biting on, but we have a ton of flies, and we're going to figure this out together. So follow along down the trail. Let's see if we can catch some trout today.
Let's go.
Let's get some biggins. Hooked up! Jay's hooked up! That's a good one. Yeah. Oh, he came off.
I was pulling too hard.
Dang. Hooked up at number one. Come here, fish. Woo. Yes, sir. First rainbow of the day. Jay hooked one up a minute ago and lost it, but I finally got one. It's been about 20 minutes fishing. And we're gonna keep a couple of these fish today. So that's our first one. We're gonna keep probably 2 or 3, maybe 4. I don't know how many fish we're gonna keep, but that's a good start. Got him. Fish on. Woo. That's number 2. Number 2 on our stringer. Probably just only need like 1 or 2 more. Fish on. Whew. He came up and smashed that thing. Come here, buddy. You got him. I swapped up to this tiny little fly, and I'll tell you guys why I swapped to this little thing in a minute. Came right down, let this guy go. All right, my dude. See you later. Sweet. No way. I was trying to get my bait back in the water and I got a fish. It's a pretty good one too. Come here, fish. Don't come off. Dang it, man. I was trying to flip my bait back in the water and get ready to cast out, and this fish was all over that fly. I might have found the magic fly, guys. I've tried about 10 different things and I haven't been able to catch anything hardly. And I finally got something on here I can catch fish with. This is definitely my biggest of the day. Come here, fishy. Come here, fish. Come here, fish. That was insane. I'm gonna bring you over here in the bank. Woo. Oh, he came off. Dang it, man. Oh my gosh. They're fighting over it. They're literally fighting over it. Got him. That was so sick. Guess if we can land this one. They are literally fighting over this little stupid fly. Oh man, he's fighting good. Come here, fish. That's so crazy. don't know if they're just starting to bite now, or if I actually found the magic fly. Come here, dude. Okay, let's get you over here on the bank. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on. Look at there, guys. Got another nice fish. That one's definitely the largest of the day so far. And they are literally coming unglued for that dumb, little tiny fly. That is crazy. We've literally been fishing for probably 45 minutes. I've tried literally 10 different flies. Haven't been able to catch anything. And now I'm just smoking them. Yes. Okay. It's about to get wild. Oh my God, I had one. While you were gone, I found the magic bait. Look at that dumb little thing.
So tiny.
They have been coming unglued for this fly since you've been gone. Yeah. I've caught 5 fish, I think. 4 or 5. I lost one. I think I landed 3 on this little thing. I've gotten a bunch of bites. Watch. Got him. Got him, I told you. That's a fat one. Look how fat this fish is. That hook is so tiny though. It's so hard to like keep him hooked up, I feel like. And I feel dumb for not having a net. Come here, fish. Let's just sling you up over here. Come here, fish. Come here, fishy. Look how fat he is. Woo! Look at that. Another beautiful fat. Look how fat that rainbow trout is. I think it's enormous. Okay, let's get him unhooked. All right, man. Get big. There he goes. You got a good one? Hey, you did. Nice fish. What's he got in his mouth? A bunch of fishing line?
I think I caught the fishing line.
I got one too. I got a big one. Yep. Jay's got one, I got one. We're doubled. I got a good one. Biggest one of the day. Biggest one of the day. Here, fish. Oh my God.
Whoa.
Woo, look at that one. That's a nice trout for out here. This is probably one of the biggest rainbow trout I've caught out here in a long time in Little Red River. On that tiny fly. It's a crazy what a difference is in a change in flies. We were throwing like woolly booger type things and dry flies and we weren't getting any bites. Put this little thing on, looks like a little sow bug, and they are just all over. It's a beautiful fish. Look how fat he is. I think he was fighting good. And you got a fish too. We got doubles.
Yeah.
All right, good job, Jay.
Thanks.
Nice fish, beautiful fish.
My first one of the morning.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna throw him on the stringer as well as the one I caught. Accidentally, he actually slipped out of my hands and hit a rock, so I don't think he's gonna make it. So I'll put those 2 on the stringer. That gives us 5 on the stringer for the day, and that's all we're gonna keep. So that'd be plenty of trout for us to eat today for lunch. And we're just gonna do catch and release for the rest of the day. So let's get these fish on the stringer, and let's get back to fishing. Okay, so for the first bit of time that I was out here, I was having a hard time getting a fish to bite. I mean, I'm looking at all these fish, there's hundreds of trout just swimming below this ripple right here, and I couldn't get any of them to react to anything. I caught 2 on a woolly booger, and that just wasn't doing it for me, so I was really puzzled about what to do. So I was messing around, and I kicked over a rock. And when I flipped over the rock, there were these little bitty gray bugs, I think they're called sow bugs, started coming up from under the rocks, and I was like, yo, I need to be throwing something that looks like that, I think. So I looked at my fly box and I found the only little fly that looked like a little salmon bug, and that dude has been the MVP ever since. I mean, I think I've caught 15 trout on that fly today, and we haven't even been fishing out here that long. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna flip over one of these rocks to show you guys the little bugs that come out from underneath it, which led to me making that key fly change. So let me show you these bugs real quick. Okay, it was this exact pool where I saw the bugs. I'm gonna flip over this rock. There should be some. Oh, there you go, look at them. You see that little bug? Oh, he's underneath the rock. Flip this rock. I need to catch one and get it out of the water so you guys can really see it. Can we catch one real quick? Okay, so I got one of those little bugs out on top of my box for you guys to look at him. He looks like a little roly-poly. And then there's my fly right next to it. That is the closest thing I have to mimic that little bug right there. There's some that are a little bit bigger to match more the size of my fly. But I know all you trout guys out there know that it's really important to be able to match the hatch whenever you're out here trout fishing. So that's what I tried to do, and it paid off. So I'm gonna let that little bug go back into the water. We'll see you later, get eaten by trout. And we're gonna get back to slinging this dude around a little bit longer before we head out of here. So let's get back to casting, see if we can catch a couple more big trout. How's it going, sir?
Hello, how are y'all?
We are good.
Okay, fishing license?
I think mine's in my truck. It's on my phone.
Okay.
But I'll go grab it real quick.
Okay.
Now look at this gem, guys. I was not expecting to catch one of these fish today. This is a brook trout. I've only caught a handful of these guys ever in my whole entire life. This one's not super colored, but you can barely make out those blue circles, the little red dots in the middle. But this dude is just gorgeous. I'm so excited that I caught one of these today. And he bit that little bug lure. It's dynamite, I'm telling you guys. It's dynamite, you gotta match the hatch. All right, guys, that is a wrap on today's fishing mission. We're gonna head out of here. We got our fish. We're gonna put them in the cooler, but I think before we head home, we're gonna stop to take a look at the hatchery and see how many big fish are living in the hatchery. So let's get up to the car. Let's check out all those fish over there. Dang, you know, some of those trout we just looked at were huge. There were some that were like 10, 12 pounds even. They were really big. I wish we would have caught one of those today. My PB rainbow trout's like 7.5 pounds, so maybe we can break that by the end of this year. That was a big trout. But those trout there made my trout look like a weenie. Anyways, let's get out of here. We're gonna load in the car, head back home. We're gonna cook the fish that we caught today for you guys when we get back home. So we'll see you guys when we get there. You guys jelly yet? We're back home. We got the trout, had them on ice for a little bit, and we are ready to clean these suckers up for you guys. If you've never cleaned a trout, cleaning trout is one of the easiest things to do on planet Earth because it only requires a couple of easy steps. We're going to cut the head off of the fish, we're gonna pull the guts out, and that's it. You don't even have to cut the head off if you don't want to, but we're going to because that's just how we roll. But we're gonna show you what that process looks like. Okay, so here's our fish. This is a rainbow trout. The limit is 5 per person. We've got 6 on our stringer. And the first thing we're going to do is we are going to cut its head off, just like this. The head is gone, throw it in your little gut bucket, and then you're gonna want to gut your fish. Now to gut this fish, you're gonna want to insert your knife into its vent, AKA its butt, and you're going to stick it right in there and just cut a slit all the way up to the opening that you created when you cut the head off. Okay, you're gonna open it up, you're gonna pull all these guts out. It should come out like an all-in-one piece. Pretty much all in one piece. Throw those in our gut bucket. And then you can kind of see this dark, black, nasty layer right here. You're gonna wanna claw that out because you don't wanna eat that. It's no good. It's nasty, it makes the fish taste nasty. And we're gonna get as much as we can out in this little preliminary process here, and then once we get back inside, we'll rinse this out really, really good. Okay, well that's good for right now. Throw our fish into our bowl of water, and then we're gonna repeat steps 1 through, I guess it's 2 steps, 3 steps, steps 1 through 3 on the rest of these trout, and we're gonna go inside, we're gonna cook them up for you guys. So stay tuned, you're gonna love it, and we're gonna love it because we're hungry. Today we're going to be baking these fish, so right now we're out here and we are getting the trout ready for the oven. So what we've got going on, we've got aluminum foil, we're gonna cook it in foil. We've got some lemons cut up, some butter, and all of our other seasons and spices that we're going to be adding to these trout to make them super yummy. So let's grab a couple of fish, throw them in here into the foil, and actually I'm gonna throw some butter down on the bottom just to have it all nice and buttered up. And pour a little bit of olive oil in here. All that good stuff. Okay, there we go. So what I'm thinking about doing today is I'm gonna cook them in a lemon pepper marinade. So I've got just some basic Lowry's lemon pepper marinade, and I'm going to pour this inside the fish and on top, just drizzle it all over the place. Pretty good, that'd be my base. And I also want to have like a Cajun kick to it. So I've got one of my little secret ingredients to cooking trout, and that is some crab oil, okay? Crab oil can make any fish taste amazing. Trout is already pretty good by itself, but you don't want to do too much of this stuff because it's very concentrated. Crap, I forgot to make slashes. I was gonna put some holes on this thing so I can let that stuff kind of soak into the meat. So I'm gonna cut a couple of slashes through this stuff right here real quick. All right, okay, I've got some slashes in my trout now. Should have done that first. So I'm gonna add a few drops of this and let it soak into the meat. Like I said, this is very concentrated, so you don't want too much. Oop. Okay, and I'm gonna just put a little bit on the inside also. Might have made it a little strong. We'll see what happens at the end. Okay, and then on top of that, we got my favorite dry seasoning in the entire world, Slap Ya Mama. I like the super hot one too, I like the white one. It's all just awesome. Now, so I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of this on top. Get that really nice and coated with some slappies. So now I'm gonna add some lemons and some lime to the trout. I wish I had some onions. I thought I had some onions. You normally add onions, but we don't have any. So I'm gonna fill these guys up with some lemons. Throw a couple of limes on top. And one more drop of butter. And that's all I'm gonna do. You know, you can do a little bit more, you can do a little bit of less. However you like to season your fish is up to you. You can do a ton of things with trout, but usually whenever we cook them, we just kind of wing it, and it always ends up being good. So I'm gonna fold this all up in foil, and then we're gonna let Jay season hers the way she likes it. Today we're going to be baking these fish, so right now we're out here and we are getting the trout ready for the oven. So what we've got going on, we've got aluminum foil, we're gonna cook it in foil. We've got some lemons cut up, some butter, and all of our other seasons and spices that we're going to be adding to these trout to make them super yummy. So let's grab a couple of fish, throw them in here into the foil, and actually I'm gonna throw some butter down on the bottom just to have it all nice and buttered up. And pour a little bit of olive oil in here. So what I'm thinking about doing today is I'm gonna cook them in a lemon pepper marinade. So I've got just some basic Lowry's lemon pepper marinade, and I'm going to pour this inside the fish and on top, just drizzle it all over the place. Pretty good, that'd be my base. And I also want to have like a Cajun kick to it. So I've got one of my little secret ingredients to cooking trout, and that is some crab oil, okay? Crab oil can make any fish taste amazing. Trout is already pretty good by itself, but you don't want to do too much of this stuff because it's very concentrated. Crap, I forgot to make slashes. I was gonna put some holes on this thing so I can let that stuff kind of soak into the meat. So I'm gonna cut a couple of slashes through this stuff right here real quick. Okay, I've got some slashes in my trout now. Should have done that first. So I'm gonna add a few drops of this and let it soak into the meat. Like I said, this is very concentrated, so you don't want too much. Oop. Might have made it a little strong. We'll see what happens at the end. Okay, and then on top of that, we got my favorite dry seasoning in the entire world, Slappy Mama. I like the super hot one too, I like the white one. It's all just awesome. So I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of this on top. Get that really nice and coated with some slappies. Heck yeah. So now I'm gonna add some lemons and some lime to the trout. I wish I had some onions. I thought I had some onions. Normally I had onions, but we don't have any. So I'm gonna fill these guys up with some lemons. Throw a couple of limes on top. And one more drop of butter. And that's all I'm gonna do. You know, you can do a little bit more, you can do a little bit of less. However you like to season your fish is up to you. You can do a ton of things with trout, but usually whenever we cook them, we just kind of wing it, and it always ends up being good. So I'm gonna fold this all up in foil, and we're gonna let Jay season hers the way she likes it.
Okay, so I'm gonna be doing mine a little bit different than Cole's, not much different though. So we're gonna put the butter down.
And she decided she wanted to get the biggest trout we caught.
Yeah. What's really gonna be different about mine is I'm gonna be using a honey citrus marinade.
That stuff is good.
It is very good. So now I'm gonna add in some lemons.
Extra lemons.
And some limes. Lemon.
Man, it looks good. Heck yeah. Okay, we're gonna let those guys cook for about 45 minutes. You know what that means? Get my special trout oven mitt on. Let's get in here. Let's see how burnt we made this fish. Ooh, almost dropped it. Dang, that smells good. All right. There we have it, guys. There is our fish. All we have to do is let it sit there for a second, cool off, and we'll take the foil off and see how we did. Oh yeah, look at those guys. Now if you don't think that looks delicious, it's probably because you don't like veggies and fish, but I think that most of you guys do. Dang, that looks good. It's been a long 45 minutes, guys. we've been waiting on this thing, just like thinking, you know, if we had enough time to bake it for 45 minutes, we probably had enough time to make a fire and let it cook on some charcoals, but you know, whatever. It's all done now, and these are like all of our favorite things. We got sweet potatoes, broccoli, and fish. And I'm ready to see how mine tastes versus how yours tastes.
Yeah, we'll
They're
have
both
to
very
taste each
different.
other's.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and let's do that for you guys.
Mine's gonna be better.
I doubt it. Mine's got crab boil in it, but yours has the honey
I
citrus.
think yours has a little bit too much, probably.
We'll see. I definitely kind of spilled a little bit in there.
Ready?
And 3, 2, 1.
Mmm.
Oh, there's the kick. There's the kick. There's the kick. There's a little bit excess crab boil on there. It's not too bad though. Oh, it's actually really good. That's awesome. I
My
love
first
trout.
bite was really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal a piece. Let's see what this honey citrus is about. I want some skin. I want some skin. Here we go.
Well done, Jessica.
Dang.
Well done,
That
Jessica.
honey citrus is bomb.
Mm-hmm.
On that skin on the outside. Wow. Wow. Give me another bite of that. Hold on a second.
Hey!
Hold on a second. I need to listen.
Do you think mine's better? I haven't even tasted yours.
I don't know. Like I cook mine about the same way every time, and I've only had it kind of like with the honey stuff on there a few times. But that's really good. I would 10 out of 10 recommend using the honey citrus marinade. This is good. It's got it's
Yours is
lemony.
pretty good.
It's lemony and Cajun. It's two like perfect blends of flavors on the fish. I feel good. I feel really solid about this.
Yours is actually really, really good.
Yeah. So let's just let's just dig in and eat the rest of this food.
This is so good. I am loving this, and I think it's safe to say that our lunch was a success.
Yeah, trout was definitely the way to go today, and that honey citrus marinade you got on yours is phenomenal. That's awesome. So what I think we're gonna do, we're gonna hang out here. We're outside eating today. The weather's nice, finally. The temperature is finally starting to cool off here in Arkansas, just a little bit, just a little bit. We got a nice view of the lake, so we're gonna eat our lunch, enjoy it out here. And I guess we're gonna end today's episode. If you enjoyed hanging out with us today, you know, fishing and catching and cooking and doing all that good stuff, you know, be sure to let us know by hitting the like button. And also let us know in the comment section what your favorite part of the day's video was. Was it the fishing? Was it the cooking? Was it both of them? We just want to know.
Was it the cleaning?
Was it the cleaning? Yeah, was it the cleaning? Did you learn something today? So let us know in the comment section. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to our channel to keep up with all of our future outdoor and fishing videos. We're Colin J, and we will see you on the next video. Bye guys.